Welcome to day 8 of the Movability Advent series. This week we are working with a ball. So go ahead and grab either a tennis ball, a lacrosse ball. I have a rad roller ball. Any type of little ball will do the trick. Today we're focusing all on the feet. So a lot of times in today's culture, especially if you're used to wearing shoes, especially tight shoes for long periods of the day, is our toes get squished like that in our shoes. And we're walking around like that all day. On top of being on our feet, standing on concrete for long periods of time, or anything else that requires being on the feet for long periods, this is an amazing go-to of mine to release the bottoms of the feet and then spread out the toes back to their original position. If you look at kids' feet, they can really spread. We want our toes to be able to spread so that we can grip the floor and have more balance and proprioception work with the bottoms of our feet. So go ahead and grab your ball, and in today's practice, we're just doing two things. Number one is rolling the bottoms of the feet. We're starting on that inside arch of the foot. So placing it on the ground, all we're doing is gently putting our weight into the ball, finding your breath and exploring that inside arch of the foot. So we'll go nice and slow, up and down the inside arch. And you're searching for those really tender places. And once you find a tender spot, it'll feel like a little knot in there. Hold on that place. You get to control how much weight you're applying and how much force there is. We're looking for about a level 6 out of 10, 6 or 7 out of 10, something that you can still breathe, it's not excruciating. And once you're holding on that place, see if you can breathe into it. And then you might even start to turn your foot left and right onto that tender spot for a moment, left and right. And then again, we'll go up and down. Then you can stay there for as long as you need, but then let's start to trace a square along your foot. So you're going up, across, down, and across the foot. Seeing if there's any tender areas on the outside or up near the pads of the foot. And then same thing, you'll just hold if you find a tender spot and breathe. Good. Whew. Okay, before you switch sides, feel free to pause and do that for as long as you need. We're looking for at least a minute or two on each foot. Can breathe. Just notice the difference between left and right foot before you switch over to the other side. So same thing, we're going along the inside line. If you do any work with trying to work on your balance, on your one-footed balance, I highly recommend doing this before working on your balance, or just at the end of the day. This is a really big go-to of mine, and I also give it to a lot of my clients, especially those who have bunions. If you have bunions, especially the second thing we're going to do is really helpful to relieving a lot of foot pain and even restoring the ability to spread your toes a little bit more. Good. We'll pause on that spot, breathe. And then same thing, let's create that square around the bottom of the foot. You're just mapping it, just internally noticing where is tender, holding on those places, breathing. Good. And release. Awesome. All right, next up, we're coming down. And what we'll be doing next is spreading our toes and interlacing them. Just like you can interlace your fingers, we'll be doing that with the feet. So you got to help your toes and we'll interlace them one after the next. For some people, this is very challenging to do and it might be a little bit painful. And if it's too painful, you can also get toe spacers and do these with a material instead. But if you can do it with your feet, then you can pull the toes away. Good. And then even pressing down. And now we're just holding and breathing. Allowing that spread to happen in the toes. You might even squeeze your toes together for a moment. Good. And as long as you can bear it, we're just breathing. You can even sink down into this butterfly position for a few breaths. So ideally you'll hold here for around a minute or so, maybe even longer. You can do this when you're watching TV, just hanging out on the floor, getting those toes to spread. And this is something you can do daily, honestly, especially if you're wearing super tight shoes that squeeze your toes shut. You can just begin to open them again every single day. Good. And then as you're ready, one by one, we'll unlace those toes. Woo! And feel those feet. Awesome. Shake them out. Beautiful work. That's a really simple thing you can do for your feet every single day. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you tomorrow where we'll look a little bit at the ankles. All right. See you then.